are in beautiful Arvada, Colorado. We are on top of an old water tower they have made into a very large concrete slab, the tennis courts, basketball hoops. But you can see all the way around. And so the pioneers would come to this hill if they knew they had people coming to town. They would come up on the hill and see if they could see anyone coming. Because back then, there wasn't any houses, there wasn't any power lines. Just land. The legend is, on this hill grew a very tall hackberry tree. Well, hackberry trees don't grow naturally in Colorado. And supposedly, I tried looking up any kind of Native American chiefs in this area, but supposedly, a Native American chief was buried here. In his hands were placed a little sack of hackberry tree seeds, and a big tree grew from him, and so was named Hackberry Hill. There is supposed to be a memorial here. There is a walking tour that kind of tells about the area. I did see the story online. I thought it was a really cool story. There are beautiful trees here. I looked up hackberry trees. They look like this. The original hackberry tree, they wanted to cut it down and move it to a place where it could be memorialized and not chopped down to make way for other things. But vandals came and cut the tree down. See, even that stuff happened back then. This was like circa 1877, I believe. So they came to this hill and they grew another tree. And the legend has stayed over time. Thought I would just come here and tell a little story. Kind of interesting. It is on a hill. We still having some smoky skies, making my nose run, and I'm a tad wheezy, but we're working on it. On to the next adventure. We're on the very top of Hackberry Hill. This is Wadsworth. Down here, you'll see, if I can point, is the water tower for Old Arvada. And where Old Wadsworth is. Old Wadsworth was Center Street. My dad remembers when this street was a dirt road, and he rode in the back with his brother and sister on a buckboard truck. This was a 2-lane little dirt road in the 50s and 60s. Pretty cool, huh? And that way goes 287, Wyoming, and out that way. Can't see the mountains today. So we need to do a rain dance for rain. Some weather to come in, stamp down those fires. Once again, here we go. Lene Christine Dyke, 17 years old, was tragically hit by a drunk driver September 26, 2014. Heading south on Wadsworth Boulevard, Lene and a friend were on their way to a concert when a man driving drunk swerved into her lane, hitting them head-on, killing Miss Dyke and wounding her friend with severe injuries that she needed multiple surgeries and had to learn to walk again. The drunk man, over 3 times the legal limit, received 28 years in prison. Please, for the sake of life and death, don't text and drive. And please, never get behind the wheel buzzed or drunk. Get a designated driver. Don't drink if you are driving, or get a taxi, a Lyft, or an Uber. Not only is it a matter of life and death, but you could go to prison for a very long time. I will put some links below about this tragic accident. A beautiful girl and a friend to my daughter. A sweet angel. We will always say your name. Lene Christine Dyke. Jenna Marie Breen, 21 years old, was just finishing her work at a restaurant and began to drive home when she was struck by a drunk hit-and-run driver. She was ejected from her car and passed away at the scene. The man driving had 3 prior DUIs, no driver's license, and previous drug crime-related arrests. Instead of rendering aid to Miss Breen, the man and his passenger fled the scene. They were soon captured, and at first the driver's bond was only $20,000. Miss Breen's family fought for justice and got the bond raised to $250,000, as well as changing the law around passengers not having to stay on the scene of an accident and call the police. Please don't drink and drive. Try to run from the police and evade your convictions. You will pay for your actions one way or another. A beautiful angel, Jenna Marie Breen, and as a quote from her family, may you be happy and walking in paradise.
A Pizza Hut in Westminster partially collapsed after a fire this morning. Investigators say the fire started in the attic and quickly spread to the roof. Crews from Arvada, Westminster, and Adams County Fire all helped to get it under control, and luckily no one was hurt. These pictures show the smoke just pouring out of that building. This is the location at 78th and Sheridan.